After a rough start to the season, the Seahawks defense feels like they've turned the corner and are heading in the right direction. What's going on? Jackie Montgomery with your Seahawks Daily. Over the last few weeks, we've seen glimpses of stellar play from the Seahawks defense. A good first half here, a good second half there. Now heading into week 7, the defense feels like they have turned the corner and are heading in the right direction.
Picking up in general, I think just in general. There were some crucial stops in that game. You're right. Late in the game when we had to have it, the guys came through like you're counting on and hoping. The guys are feeling comfortable with what's asked of them, and we're helping them a little bit. We did continue to adapt to things that are showing. So I just think we're just getting better.
Just the consistency from the first half to the second half. So often that we play, lights out in the first half, and then the catch-up yards come in the second half. It's been that way for us for a few weeks. This time we emphasized it as much as we did, but the guys really stayed focused. They stayed disciplined about it, and it was very apparent that the second half was, we had to keep guys out of the end zone. But at the same time, it was consistent. It was really disciplined, and there was no setbacks.
With several new and young faces on the team, it's only natural to go through growing pains, and whether it's communication that is getting better or just having more time to play together and learn each other's tendencies, things are changing for the better.
I think it was a combination of everything. I think there was definitely some changes that we made, and definitely more awareness to over-communicate on a lot of our behalves, and I think it all matched up with that moment. We had some big moments in that game, and in order for us to make those plays, we have to be, on the same page and communicate. So I think it was a step in the right direction, but it has to become consistent, and I think there's still areas to improve with it.
A lot of times in the season, you're trying to figure out trying to get everything together, some new pieces, trying to figure out how everyone works together. And I think we're going in the right direction, and I think it's going to come together for us, and we're going to play a complete game and finish it out.
It's been getting better, each and every week. Obviously, we want to continue to do that. Communication, is a very, very, very big thing for us, on the defensive side, especially, at home, dealing with the crowd noise. So as long as we communicate and as we stay on the same page and not give up explosive plays, we'll be fine.
While the defense is confident that they are improving and just a few plays away from having a complete game, they do feel the urgency that comes with a 2-4 record.
Yeah, you definitely want to win this game. Like I said, there's not much room for error. The more you lose, the more you put yourself in a bigger and bigger hole to try to get out from. And you can be as positive as you want, but no one really wants to go into a ditch. You know what I'm saying? They try to avoid it as much as they can. So, I definitely feel like even after 1 and 2, the seriousness, there is still that focus. But I definitely feel like we understand what's at stake. I think it's important for guys like myself, Russell, to, make sure the young guys understand that we have been in this position before, and doesn't mean that, just because we started 2-4 doesn't mean that has defined our season. The season is very long, and so, I'm confident that, after these 2 games and bye weeks, we'll be sitting in a very good position.